SK and Virtus.pro have got their game underway, and this time there's no wait at all. Nobody wanted to not show up here. So that's good news. We've got Muddy playing on SK. What's up with that?
Oh, buddy. And this kind of screws up Alex's predictions, doesn't it? Or at least his draft, just because he went for Sandin, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken, and Madi's standing in for Sandin right now. Because the Forest Bambico is that's freeze. Config, Cadian, Asilian, yeah. So Madi is, man, okay, then this is going to shake things up. This is a Swede, ladies and gentlemen, playing with the Danes right now. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he's been living in Denmark for a while as well, so I think he's pretty much on point with the communication there. Config opening up Asilian, going down to Taz. A quick one-for-one trade as Pasha's trying to flank behind, but there are two people waiting for him. He's going to headshot one and go down to the other, and now look at this heroic jump from Neo, jumping on top of the box here, looking for the opening on somebody. That bomb is ticking, and Muddy is going to get a kill before he goes down. Neo is somehow still alive after his heroic jump, and now it's a 2 versus 2, and they've got very little health. SK off to a great start here.
They still have the kit, though, and there, well, that's pretty much the kill that did it. Config with the clutch. He wins it in the end. 3 kills for him in this pistol round, and, well, the last 2 obviously being the most important, just locking down that round for his team. And this is the start. This is the start for SK Gaming. No fear at all from them either. They just went YOLOing straight out onto that B site, and, well, Taz tried to do the best that he could. I think that's the main thing. He tried to do the best that he could by challenging them rather when they came out of Monster, but he just got, like, insta-dinked. And at that point, what the hell can you do to actually stop them from getting that bomb plant? A whole lot of nada.
So, I mean, Muddy is obviously in 1.6 part of like one of those legendary SK lineups, sorry, Fnatic lineups.
Yeah, he was with Fnatic, wasn't he?
Yeah, and just a very, very sort of, should we say,
controversial.
Controversial, yeah, that's a good word for it. I was trying to come up with like a decent way of putting it. I think that the thing that it comes down to is Muddy's like very direct in his criticism. If you're playing with Muddy and you do something wrong, he will tell you and he won't try and sugarcoat it. And to a lot of people, that means he's only going to be playing with them for so long before they can't really stand it any longer.
He's simply controversial.
Yeah,
that's all we can.
But I don't think he's necessarily mean or anything. I think it's just that, you know, in Muddy's world, it's just if something's doing something bad, you just tell them, give it to him straight, and then see where it goes. Doesn't always work out so well, but he's a very good player. Headshot there from Pasha to open up this second round, and obviously VP did buy, but the scout's going to be gone. Still a little bit on Neo here.
Yeah, the double scout back up, and Neo, he's going to get peeked. And Freeze holding that angle. Very clever there by Freeze not to overextend, not to walk into any kind of trap. That's exactly what Virtus.pro were fishing for. And SK Gaming, after they're getting this, getting the info, knowing that Neo is over there, having killed Pasha, they're expecting some kind of over-rotation coming out from VP, and that's exactly what would have happened. Although we have a push-up mid and 2 guys holding solid on the B site, and Bialy holds his own with that 5-7, gets the first kill to start things off.
Oh, he's going to go down, though. Config and Cadian opening it up. Snatch there. He's going to get the kill on Freeze. And the second one on Config, and that turns it into a 1 versus 1. And almost no time left. 6 seconds here. He kind of has to go for the plant. He's going to get it down. Snatch trying to move up. Not going to get the mid-air shot. Got 8 bullets left looking for Cadian, who hasn't taken any damage at all. And they're going to go for it one more time here. Nobody's hitting any shots. Finally comes the headshot. Snatch's going to get the triple kill. Had plenty of time for the defuse. And that's a huge clutch here from the Polish player.
Dude, that's like, I mean, like Snacks, he was murdering people on Cobblestone, just going ham, non-stop aggression, and now he just continues to come through in the clutch for his team here on Overpass versus SK Gaming. And again, it's kind of the expected result, just because SK Gaming is always going to be the underdog battle here, like the David versus Goliath, to quote the cliche. You know, it's VP, they're monsters, and they're so fired up, and is it lacking respect? I think that's really what it is tonight. You know, they just know that they're going to win these kinds of rounds. They kind of got caught off guard in the pistol round, but then in the second round, they know they're going to win it. Yeah,
I mean, VP is a team that tend to play like this when they get a little bit of confidence, and I think based on their opponents, you know, Hellraisers before, SK here, I don't think that they are teams that VP feel like they should fear, and I think they don't need to fear them either. I mean, it's going to have to be SK showing us that they're wrong here before something is going to change.
Jesus, and Madi just got tombed by Neo. 2 shots with the scout does the trick. Neo finds Cadian as well, and this is where all the respect goes right out the window. Taz will be able to upgrade his P90 for an AK. He'll be pleased with that. And, well, Pasha's got to be careful about his timing here, but there it is. Snacks perfectly timed flash, but he's not going to get it done. Config point blank with the Tech 9 is going to find the first kill, and now Pasha trying to find the angle. He actually fades away into the smoke, and he runs right back out into the open. Sometimes things... Just things happen.
Yeah, that was very confusing. Looked like he could have maybe been able to save the round there. Neo not going to get the flick no-scope. And Taz spraying down will find the Cillian. And they know where Freeze is as well. Well, they should know that he's over there because Neo just got killed by him. But somehow Freeze has managed to walk up behind here. Tech 9 in hand. Taz is there, not going to get the kill just yet. And there it is. Freeze going down and plenty of time for the defuse again. VP. Really close round. I mean, look here. Combined 30 health between the two players. And they still managed to win the round.
Yeah, Taz, that's not the gun you were looking for, I think. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Not the gun, not the droid you were looking for.
Exactly, Andrews. That's going to be the theme for the night, I know it.
Star Wars. Yeah.
I like how you just like punch the air too. It's just like I imagine you like punching some poor guy. Like Star Wars, bro.
Someone in the line in front of me trying to get tickets before me. I'm just like, get out of the way. I need to watch Star Wars.
Dude, seriously, it's gonna be something special. When that movie comes out, we're all gonna travel down to Copenhagen. We're all gonna have like a Star Wars party.
Yeah, we've got a huge cinema in
See, there we go.
in Copenhagen
You had me
Imperial,
at,
so we could do that.
Easy. Done. All right, road trip.
Well, SK are mostly on just pistol, no armor here. Freeze with the little bit of body armor. Try and see if they can stop VP here. We're off to a decent start on the second half in spite of losing the pistol. Pasha just holding an off angle, but he's got backup there. A lot of backup, in fact, so he's not afraid of standing out in the open like this. Freeze going to be last man standing.
Yeah, it looks like Snacks actually soaked up most of the bullets there. I was thinking Pasha was going to take one to the dome, but Snacks, he actually took a lot of damage in that exchange. Nice shots coming out here from Freeze, forcing Pasha to give some ground. And Neo actually running up with the... Oh.
What?
And Freeze realizes this as well. He's just like, what's going on? Where? No, this could be so big. No, they have to realize they're still waiting around the smoke. Yeah, they start putting shots into it. This is the one place that Freeze can still be playing from. Nowhere else for him to go, and he's just going to get mauled. Oh, nice shot onto Pasha, though. He at least takes one man with him. Pasha very low. Wasn't a headshot, but still, nicely done.
Yeah, that looked impressive, didn't it? That was like a... That was like a fairly epic moment. It looked like maybe they were all just going to leave the bomb site, you know. It'd be sick if they all left and thought he had planted a B somehow. They, you know, just made it out of there or something.
It's not about, you know, it's not about ninja diffuses. It's about ninja plants.
Yeah. Well.
Ninja plants. What the hell is the matter with me, Anders? I just pictured a broccoli with like a ninja costume on. That's actually the image that just came into my head when we.
I don't know. I would say it was the jet lag, but we're in the same time zone still. I mean, was your cabin pressurized? Have you got like, you know, like diver's disease or something? Have you like
I'm in a
air
good
bubbles
mood
in your brain?
tonight.
Oh dear.
Well, let's see how things are shaping up, because SK Gaming right now at this start, they aren't exactly in a very good mood. It's a bit rough for them, but this is going to be the big buy round. Freeze has his AWP. They have AKs. They've got the nade count as well. So this is all on finding that opening shot, and Freeze isn't going to get it. But because there are so many players here for SK Gaming, they managed to trade effectively. They at least, well, established some control after Config, unfortunately, kills Asilian.
Yeah, that was 3 kills for Config. One of them, sadly, his own teammate there. Not always great, but I mean, they are still in a 3 versus 3. They've got 40 seconds left and not a lot of control, which means it's great for me that Neo is up here. I'm wondering what Taz is doing right now. Yeah, he should definitely be falling back and helping out on this B-bomb side, because Neo's essentially controlling the whole A-bomb side. So nice, smart move, Taz. I guess he doesn't have the overview that I do, so he realizes eventually he's going to be walking in here. Nice headshot on Cadian. And Config takes down by Ali, which still leaves SK in a winnable position here. Not a lot of health on Config, and apparently it's all up to him to get all the kills.
And it's going to be on Neo here, and he's got the angle as well. Not going to get the spray down, though. Still makes it out alive, and Taz is here with the AK. Spots out Confidence as he tries to cross the monster, although he does not predict that Madi's waiting for him in pool, so that's a big kill by Madi. Brings it back to a feasible situation here, and Neo even able to find the M4 as well, so this is it. Who's actually going to land the first bullet, and what a question. Neo, of course.
Yeah, he also had that Molotov. I thought maybe he was going to be able to put that out somewhere. But, I mean, he did, but it wasn't really of any real use. That's a lot of rounds here. They keep going down to, you know, really close 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2. So, I mean, the money of Virtus.pro is not exactly great. You know, only really Neo with any kind of bank. The rest are all more or less broke. And maybe that's why SK are just going to try and force it here.
It's just really hard to take those Shadow Daggers seriously. Like the standard Shadow Dagger one, it looks like that, like those really cheap knives that are sold, you know, like those throwing knives or whatever, right? The kids are always like, oh my god, yeah, sick. And then, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think anymore, Anders. All right.
I mean, you do have 2 of them. Maybe you should be able to throw one.
Right?
Yeah.
We caught now. Might as well go the distance.
Oh, look at this opening. ESEA and KD and Modi each picking up a kill. Neo and Pasha returning. Why is this happening to SK? You get that kind of opening, you should be able to just calm down and fight it. Now the bomb drops down into the water. And 2 versus 2. Not looking good right now. Config still alive. That has to be hope here still for SK. Turning around and getting that kill on Pasha going to help them out. Molotov goes down to buy time before the plant is put through, but can they actually win against Neo here? He knows where 1 is, and he's already down to 9 health, and Config just slowly whittling him away here. Flashbang goes through as well. About 40 seconds, and Neo, I don't think he can stop this mid-air shot there. Config gonna drop him. Yeah, Alex, he said Config was so overrated. Who's regretting it now, Machine?
No, seriously, dude. Config would have been my pick any day of the week.
Hey, you say that now, you know.
No, I said that at the beginning of the broadcast. Just saying.
Maybe
just
you
saying.
did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did.
There's video footage. Config is the monster. I mean, I don't know. It's like watching that 2v2. You kind of wonder, Pasha, like
I would have picked Config too, but I say it with hindsight. You know, hindsight is the best kind of sight.
Yeah, except that you really shouldn't be thinking about the past, right, Anders? You know, it should be about the present. You know, focus on the moment.
I'd focus on the future if I could.
Some Buddhism going on in here.
I mean, if I knew of the future, I'd focus on that probably.
Oh, this is nasty. Well, your superpower was to read minds, wasn't it?
Stop the time.
Oh, stop time.
For everyone else but me. It's not really much good if you could stop time for everybody, including yourself. It doesn't really work so well.
Well, you could be like a bug frozen in amber. There's a poem to be made there. There's something deep.
Yeah, yeah. We should put Sadakist on it. He's good with the poetry. Modi has gone down in this sort of scrappy round from VP. They've just bought whatever they could. Pasha coming up from behind, getting one, and the second headshot too as Cadian goes down and the round falls apart for SK. They can't even punish him as they go back. Snax is waiting. ESEA, he had sworn revenge on his fallen brothers up there, but they hadn't counted on Snax being back there, and now Neo going to pick up the kill as a flawless and slightly ridiculous round from VP.
Yeah, it's basically just down to the picks and some sneaky play and really just individual play from Pasha. What I'm more concerned about is, you know how these new knives, they all have like secondary animations when you draw them? We haven't actually seen... What was that? We haven't actually seen the second draw for the Shadow Daggers. Like, what do they do? Because we've really seen that standard one, right? But the new, like the Falchion knife, you can run and like he balances it on his hand, right? He puts it in the middle of his hand and balances it as he runs. So what's the second animation for the Shadow Daggers?
I don't know.
You know, I feel like this is a really important question to be asking right now, Anders.
Guy, I don't know, slits his wrists and just dies. I don't know.
He stabs like a console controller or something.
Yeah, it's just very upsetting. 8 rounds in, and it's almost all Glocks on the SK side here. And Snax, he's ready for the eco frags. He can feel it coming.
Yeah, Pasha always about them eco frags.
They're actually competing for eco frags right now.
Yeah, little do you know, Pasha's actually got a tattoo of a cobra on his bicep.
Quad kill. The environmentalists are going to be excited.
What?
Eco.
Oh my god. My brain, I can't take this.
No. It's gone
Not
too...
right now, Anders.
It's gone too far. There was like a moment where you could tell like the gears in your head were grinding to a halt. Like, what?
You know, I guess they could double down on that excitement. Well, although this one is more of a quasi-vi. Okay. So, you know, they're pulling a bit of a hunchback here.
I feel like this is not exactly an ideal situation. Pasha, though, M4 in hand, is going to get a lot of targets coming close soon here, and they're going to overwhelm him. Snax sprays only one and is led to rest right near that wonderful bench that we've already covered in previous broadcasts. 3 versus 4, and SK, I think, doing a smart choice here, just picking up the rifles, but not really pushing onto the site with our full force. I think it's a good call here.
Yeah, that's actually, I mean, this is ideal. Best case scenario for SK. it turned out to be a remarkably ugly situation for Pasha and Snacks, unfortunately for them, but it was pretty much like the worst case scenario for them, everybody being there for SK Gaming. And SK, they're going for the mind games right now. They're saying, okay, well, we got our initial frags on long. We'll back off, start letting Virtus.pro second guess themselves, and then we'll just go right back to where we started from. So they're looking for that A push, and Taz could actually have the best timing in the world right here. Does he actually get the peak? Yes, he does. He needs to get this kill, and he's not going to make it happen. Cadian comes through for SK. That is such an important kill.
And right at that moment, SK realized they've been discovered going A, so they did think about going back B. I'm not sure they're wasting enough time here. They need to waste a little bit more time before they commit to A, otherwise Bialy's still going to be... Oh, what a shot. I was about to say, he's got that Molotov in hand, so he could easily put it down, and that would almost wreck the round. In fact, Neo can still get a Molotov here that could probably stop the plant. This could be an epic moment. Cadian's got the bomb. If he just stood up there with the HE in hand and put in that one grenade, that would win the round for them. One grenade, Neo. If you ever rewatch this demo, Neo, one grenade. Yeah, he died intentionally. He realized the shame. Look, he's even bowing his head. The shame of not putting out that one grenade.
He'll never live it down. He needs to make it. He'll need to make it up in this round. I think he will, Anders. I think he will.
Truth be told, he couldn't know like we could that Cadian was low and that he was the one putting down the bomb. But still,
yeah, that's the problem.
I wanted to see that happen. That would be cool.
Even with full HP though, if he had just chucked the Molotov, even with full HP, that would have been enough to deny it, possibly.
Yeah, but I think it's really hard from that angle to put down a Molotov easily behind the boxes. Sure. At least you need to you have to have practiced that basically.
Well, Anders, he's a pro player. You should be practicing that, shouldn't you?
Yeah, they should know everything.
Every single nade, every single angle. How much did God B pay you for that smoke again?
I can't remember. Oh, Forest. Oh, sorry, Freeze. And Sicilian. By the way, that's like a ridiculous name that Freeze adopted like really a long time ago. Like all the way back. If you watch like 1.6 frag movies, you'll see him with the same name. And I think it goes back to like some stupid bet that they made, and then he's just never given up on it.
Forest Bambi.
Yeah. It's hard to explain, isn't it?
Forrest is disarmingly cute with those eyebrows. Come on. Maybe that's what he's going for here.
Who doesn't wish at least for a while to be Forrest, you know? Maybe that could be a superpower.
Oh yeah, he is one of those guys who's just extremely good at any video game he picks up. Nice nade. Right on top of Taz. Forces him to change up the angle. Pretty much blinds him as well. SK, second molly going in to clear it. Now, however, the angle is opened up on long. Taz could actually get some damage in. Waiting for his teammates, though. Waiting for that smoke to clear. And SK have taken a little bit of time, but double kill from Taz with 16 seconds left. It's going to make life a little dicey here for SK Gaming, and Bialy just goes leaping through the smoke. He's picked off the first man, and they're actually wasting time hunting him as well. Madi had to find that kill, and with 6 seconds left, does Neo deny it? Oh, Neo actually stops it. He needs to survive, but he's not going to. That could have been it right there. So close to Neo actually clutching that round.
Man, that would have been epic. That was very tense, wasn't it? Gets the kill, but he can't survive the last 2 seconds of the round, and that is going to be SK Gaming now, bringing it back a little bit, and even better, forcing VP back on an eco. Look at this here.
So sexy, but Madi, like, right on top of him, yeah. That was so close. Literally a second left on that clock. All right, well, that's going to set Virtus.pro back. Now the bank, they actually used it all. And look, Pasha, he's actually going on a solo mission. No Snacks this time to get his back. Maybe they've realized, you know, it's not working out, Snacks. You know, it's time for me to see other people, or, you know, just have some time on my own to figure it out, you know, figure out stuff.
I need to kill other people on my own.
And, well, you know, Snacks dies over on B site, so they're just pushing all over the place. Good, I mean, good setup so far from SK Gaming. I mean, exactly. You can't get much more passive than this. They were definitely expecting some kind of push, some kind of awkward play coming out from VP.
Even all the way back in T-Spawn, we have a player who's almost AFK, it seems. Modi, just making sure that there's nothing weird going on this map. I think it's a good way of playing around. SK, they are pretty far behind here. They do need to bring it back and win a bunch of rounds here on the T side as well. Neo and Bialy left, and Neo within one-shot range here. P250 in hand, but he's not going to get it instead. There's a Sicilian. All we need now is Cadian picking up a kill, and it's going to be the team ace. There it is. Bialy going down, and SK starting to get back into the game a little bit here.
Yeah, actually, Config's somewhat slowed down. Seems like he isn't getting the chance to shine right now, but he was top fragging third, fourth round in. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Config, see how he fares. But I mean, basically, the big thing here is that SK Gaming have now got 5 rounds on their T side. They forced Virtus.pro into a very awkward buy here. Kind of surprised, really, to see VP go for a buy this early, and go for aggression on top of it. Look at this, Snacks all the way up top mid, and it seems like that he got spotted. He's actually gonna have to fall back. But you can't really chuck out any nades. You have so few nades to work with that they have to play so very carefully now, VP. It's with plays like these, peeking together, and Pasha just getting the job done.
Look at the power of that M4A4. I mean, you get the spray down right, you can definitely win some of these fights here. So pretty good job on his part.
So good you get 2 of them.
Dual wielding M4s.
I mean, clearly that's what you need, 2 of them to actually, because M4A1 is still superior. Just saying. Nothing to found that on. Just gonna throw it out there.
It's all placebo.
That's exactly. It's all in your head.
Oh, Snacks.
That's the spot. Oh, Snacks is not having much luck. He gets overwhelmed, and Madi takes out Pasha at the same time. There's still Neo alive, and he's actually pushing into long. This is really clever stuff here by Neo. He's right on the edge.
Oh, it would have been great if he could have actually seen that there was no one on the other side. That would have given them a bit more information to work with. Now, the wraparound is happening, but look at the time left here. I mean, if Bialy gets a kill on the one person carrying the bomb, and that's Freeze, that fake smoke is going to be coming out, so not much luck here either. It will be Freeze carrying the bomb, Woggin. He's got 100 health, so that's a really good choice, I think. Otherwise, it would have been scary, but Bialy's in a great position. He sees them, and they line up. And that's the end of the round. No chance at all.
It's so tough as well. The shadows on the ground giving it away. Bialy knew exactly what was happening. And then Madi messing up his fake smoke. That's painful. If he dies after this clock, he does manage to pick up a kill onto Neo. Nicely done. Still making it expensive for VP. Somebody's going to have to force on the VP side now, probably. No, Pasha will get dropped. So who's going to take the hit? Is it Neo or Snacks? One or the other. Although Bialy could drop for his mates as well. Bialy goes for the rifle. It's going to be Neo going scout. Okay, then. So, yeah, exactly. That's the whole why it's so important that SK Gaming get that third kill.
Yeah.
You're forcing somebody. They can't just drop rifles across the board and get many nades behind it. Somebody has to actually go for a bit of an off-buy.
Oh, Freeze. He doesn't win the fight. The scout comes out on top. Asilian is going to get the refrag, but a great grenade from Bialy there is going to shut him down. And the spray from Snacks is going to mean now they're in a very bad position. Snacks even just challenging. He could have just played that safe, and they would have been 100% winning the round. A bit of a risk taken, but again, this is what we were talking about earlier. VP, they just feel so confident. They're not worried at all.
And now Bialy's even going to hang around here. Config. So this is going to come down to timing, and there it is. Bialy steps out, challenges him, wins flat out. 8-5 the score now. VP getting some control back, but there should be more than enough money for a full buy here on SK Gaming's side. So it's not over yet here for SK Gaming. They definitely need the 9-6 at worst. They need to get at least one more round here, I think, to start feeling a little bit more comfortable going into their CT side versus Virtus.pro. But it's all or nothing now. If they lose this round, they're going to be in a forced buy situation for the last round, and VP are just going to run away with probably a 10-5 scoreline. So let's see how aggressive VP decide to go here. And, well, Pasha and Snacks, once again, bit of a poke in mid, a little bit of a challenge just to keep SK Gaming honest. And I like this. You have to do this on your CT side of overpass. You have to make sure that SK Gaming, they have to waste time checking angles, that they can't just get fully set up for an execute without any kind of risk involved.
Yeah, I mean, we've had already 2 or 3 rounds here where SK have been into the bomb site with, sub 18 seconds left or something like that. So, if you make them waste any more time, then they might just run out of it altogether. So I think it's even doubly important right now. Just the Danes are already being fairly slow here. They've lost Modi early on, which is not a good start. A bit of a jump there, which, since the patch is one of those jumps that's going to be a little bit more tricky. Oh, Pasha, is he going to see it? He must surely see the gun barrel. He's going to walk right in and make sure. But there was a chance anyway. Going to go down to Asilian next in line. And again, this is one of those things where if they wanted to really play it safe, they could get the kill and just fall back. And that would be the sort of rational thing to do.
Madi must have heard the scope there. They must have heard the scope. They must know that somebody's close. They're checking around. Neo, he hears these steps. Oh my god, Neo, point blank! Takes the time to scope up for the second one. Just being thorough, but the bomb is dropped out in the open, and Neo, he's got the angle. Flash goes down, does partially blind Neo, and opens it up for Taz to get taken out. So Asilian in a 1v2, misses the shot, Neo, and now Asilian actually has a chance to make this work, but Bialy rotates in just in time. And no bomb plan for SK Gaming either going into this last round. It's about as dire as it gets here. They're not going to have much at all. It's Tech 9 Force Buy, basically. A couple of rifles, but yeah, it's not pretty. Asilian could probably just go hard AK armor, yep. So it's going to be a bit of a mix, Anders. Do you think this is good enough?
I mean, it could be, but they need some of these early fights, and the fact is VP have been winning them so often that I'm not really sure it's going to be helpful. I wish that, especially with the Tech 9 and the Galil here, that they'd go for a really fast execute. They don't necessarily have to rush, but I mean, the way they're setting up now, it does look like that could be the case. So maybe wait for just a couple of these Molotovs to go away. But I wouldn't wait around for the smoke here, for instance. I mean, I would try and see if you can get the right flashbangs through and just go for it. Put the people with Tech 9 and Galil in first, and the hope for Freeze and Asilian to end the round. But obviously now that Asilian is down and they're being flanked, it's kind of like the worst position you could be in.
Yeah, now it's all about pressure. And Neo there to pick off Config as he rounds that corner. Bomb gonna get dropped here because Bialy's gonna be able to step out, pick up one kill. No, Taz robs him. Cadian gets dropped instead, and it's gonna be down to Madi now. 1v4 with the Tech 9. Not the best odds, and he's getting backstabbed as well. They're actually just gonna nade him out. They don't even bother dealing with the rifles in the end. They knew exactly where he was playing from. So VP, after a couple of rounds where Pasha and Snacks kind of just got bopped really early on in the round, it's been pretty standard fare for them. They just seem to be able to just grind out rounds on that CT side.
And I think just like with Hellraisers, we've seen some evidence already that VP are not that worried about this scoreline. You know, there were a couple of rounds where, I mean, actually a lot of rounds where once they get the entry frag, they just keep pushing. And not because it's, open to, it's not particularly sort of obvious that they would push on and get a lot of kills. They just feel like, well, I'm on a roll, might as well do it.
Sure.
Whereas if they were really panicked and under a lot of pressure, they would definitely just get the kill and fall back and play it safe. And they haven't been doing that too much. So I think they're in a really comfortable position here. Second half is going to be coming up with a 10-5 scoreline in favor of Virtus.pro. This is our second map of the day, and if you are just joining us, by the way, this is the ESL ESEA Pro League, mostly just referred to as Pro League because it's a long name, but
Pro League, right?
EE Pro League instead. Yeah, could go for that too. EE Pro League.
Are we? Oh wait, I hear my violin again.
Oh, we do have two more maps coming up after this one, so just in case you thought you'd missed it, still lots to come.
Yeah, don't worry. Worry not, guys. Plenty of good CS. Plenty of good CS every night these days.
Yeah, VP playing Na'Vi, aren't they? The next one?
Next one, exactly. Yeah. VP have 3 matches tonight. This is the second one. Last one for them will be versus Na'Vi on Mirage. That's going to be a sick map. Hopefully Guardian has kept his eye in. We'll be able to bring the same performance. If he is, and that's going to be so sick. But we're going to see a different kind of VP. We've seen a very disrespectful VP playing versus Hellraisers and SK, kind of going for big plays and just throwing their weight around. Versus Na'Vi, I think we'll see a different beast altogether. So this is going to be really good. But for now, we have the second half to make our way through, and VP already just rushing straight up onto the A site.
Oh, getting closer. Silly and missing a couple of these shots. One bullet left, trying to reload in front of the whole Virtus.pro Legion. He actually is successful, taking down 1 second headshot on Snacks. He's out of bullets once again, going to try for it, but Neon Bialy finally with a return here. And somehow VP are actually coming out on top of this one. Config now showing up and spraying and running with that pistol, going to take down Bialy. Still no bomb plant happening. Config getting closer here. And Bomb is going to be going down. Neo planning in the corner. He's also going to be alone. 1 versus 2. And they see him behind that box. So Config knows and is going to go for it once again. Neo jumping and burst fire. Truck not going to get the shot there. It's going to be the triple kill instead for Config. That was a really weird round. Asilian should have died at least 10 times. And but after that, VP should have won that 2 versus 3. So Config bringing it back in style.
Yeah, again, Config, man, triple kill, pistol round. This guy is the monster for this team. We're going to see a scoreline shortly, up to 15 frags now. He kind of slowed down a little bit towards the end of their T side, but on the CT side, he can definitely do work. We've seen it in the past. We saw it at London. Just a great performance from him, all in all. So now, well, let's see, 4 rounds separating these teams, and VP, because they got that bomb plant, no buy from them. They aren't going for any shenanigans. It seems like they might actually start trying to lock this down fairly swiftly here. Not really going to be taking too much of a break, because you could risk it, right? You could go for some kind of force by Tech 9, armor nades, etc. But then that's giving SK Gaming a chance to really close the distance and start getting to a tie score situation.
And I mean, that might be one of the first signs that we've seen from VP here, that they are, at least taking it a bit seriously. And you lose a pistol round like that, that might also be a bit of a wake-up call that, all right, maybe we should just you know,
Calm
wake
down
up
a little bit here.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's a lot on the line here. You only have a certain amount of matches to play, and there's also the round difference to play in if there is a tie at the end of the online stage here. So you got to be careful if you're VP, even though they are obviously the favorite team here. Config looking for an opening, going to be taking down Pasha and Taz as well before they finally manage to run him down. Modi playing close with the P90. Controls the bomb as well and sees Neo, and it's going to eventually win that fight. So 7-10.
Solid hold. That's basically the ideal situation there for SK Gaming, just keeping their cool, not getting rushed down. But this is going to be where it gets a little bit difficult for them. The buy is coming in here for VP, full AKs, but as we see, very limited on the nades. So this is going to be a brute force kind of approach here coming in. And Config, he must have been dropped a rifle. Yeah, okay, he's got an M4A4. I was about to say that's you know, some wishful thinking there if you're going to stay on a USP. These guys are definitely going to be buying, but he wouldn't make that kind of mistake, no doubt about that. Nice flash in there for ESEA, actually. Some good teamwork. Always scary, you know, flashing yourself in, you make that noise. This way, at least, it just goes off, and there's no way for VP to turn around if they're out in the open by the fountain. Yeah,
and again, it's like we were talking about when VP are playing on the CT side. You just want to make sure that they are feeling the pressure and that they're not just comfortably strolling across the map. It didn't slow VP down that much, but still, you can tell they're being a bit cautious here, and ESEA is going to spot them out. So, all in all, good information. Sees a second one down there. And now they've got a bit of a clue of what's going on.
Let's see. Yeah, 3 in restroom. We still have the lurk happening over in connector, but there isn't anybody playing there for SK Gaming. SK Gaming, I mean, they went for some opening aggression now, so I was about to put my foot in my mouth, but they've fallen back in good timing, and now VP, they have wasted a lot of time trying to get up to this position where they can set up. Only 2 smokes left, so you have to keep an eye on where those are going to be coming in. Imagine one's going to block off bank, and it sounds like one is going to go right in front of car.
Oh, and ESEA dies before that smoke even lands. Taz, and then Snacks with a double opening there. That's brutal. Smokes don't even hit the ground before half that A bomb side is gone, and Config and Modi are left, and not really a lot they can. I'm not sure why Modi is walking the other way, or I guess he's just waiting for exits here, but you got to be a bit careful.
They're really hoping right now. I mean, VP have already sent out feelers onto the map. I mean, they're going to have a man back in T-spawn fairly soon. I believe that's Neo who's out. So he's going to be able to get he's going to be able to get back into T-spawn here, perhaps cut off a line of retreat. And Snacks spots the man holding Monster, so that might force Config right into Neo's waiting arms. Then it comes down to this duel. Does he actually land the shot or not? Snacks, there it is. Config starts running, and Neo's going to be in position for this. Oh, Config, does this actually work? Modi takes out the one, and Neo caught with his knife out. Of all things, that's definitely very awkward. Config, though, turns away, but he's still alive. Can he actually hold on to this? He's going to close the angle, make it as tight as possible. It's all not down to the timing. He's lost his teammate as well. Modi goes down, but he lives at least.
Config's currently on 18 kills, so he's top fragging in the game, not just on his team, which is pretty impressive. He's been having a really good game. Freeze at the bottom at 5 kills, so, you know, just a little bit behind Cadian that I think Alex did pick up. Not really earning his salary just yet here in the team.
Oh, he is shot calling, right?
True.
Gotta remind people of that as well. I mean, that is something to keep in mind. Not everybody is a happy.
No, it's not easy leading your team and getting those kills on the board. Though we do have obviously a couple of examples of players that actually managed to do it. Happy's definitely one of them. And Pronax every once in a while, yeah exactly. plays up to that role as well.
He gets those big frags. Pronax the monster.
Well, VP setting up for control here of Connector, and there's nobody to challenge them either. This is actually a much slower round than the last one. I mean, yes, they're up on the A-bomb side close here, but they don't have the bomb with them. It's all the way back to the birthday party. Pasha just putting some pressure on with these smokes and forcing his way into that A-bomb side while everyone else is going B, and he's going to take this fight, wins it against ESEA, and this is huge. This might actually sell a lot of this fake here.
Yeah, this is incredibly frustrating. They've only spotted the one man, though. It looks like there is already a rotation coming over towards that B site. Very quick reactions and calls here from SK. They line up for Madi as well. 2 kills for him. Needs to get the 3rd, but Neo will conquer him. Triple kill, or double kill for Neo, rather. Pasha and Bialy getting the kills in the end as well to lock down the round for Virtus.pro. SK Gaming, they had the right idea in mind. They just weren't able to land the shots when it mattered.
I mean, that was just a really weird round, because, I mean, as soon as they get the double spray down the B-bomb site with the FAMAS, it seemed like they should be in a good position, right? But they just can't close it out now. It's a 5-round difference. There's not enough money on SK to buy either. They have got one Zeus on Cadian. Is he going to go on your list, Semler?
Nah.
No drinks for Cadian at the after party?
Not going to happen, bro. Sorry. You've besmirched your good name.
You should buy them a drink, but it should be like an awful drink, you know?
No, I'll just be like, here's your drink, and it's just going to be like a flat Coke or something. Oh. That would be truly cruel. I'm not a monster, Alex.
That grenade did no damage. Oh. Did I just... I swear it looked like from the trajectory that it was like right in front of them, but from the other angle it was obviously miles away. All right, now. See, Cadian, he is playing in a position where he could use the Zeus. Pasha is right there. It's not going to be a Zeus kill. He has a bit of mercy, maybe the honor.
Yeah.
I still say that the run boost Zeus is going to be the next meta game. Just wait. Be in matchmaking one day and then suddenly someone's going to come flying. Preferably you should do the run boost Zeus through smoke, you know. Put down a smoke and then get ready for it.
Oh my god, dude, you're going to be responsible for so much rage. An ocean of tears, but that'd probably also make it to the top of Reddit. First person that actually pulls that off in a real game.
Yeah, Reddit army, you know, just get on it. Get that run boost Zeus kill in there. It'll be well worth it.
Well, let's see. Can they actually? No.
That was the least exciting. Oh, Neo.
Come on, Neo. Man, he is really frustrated.
I mean, the worst kind of parkour that I've ever seen. Just jumping from a barrel face first into a wall 3 times in a row.
Well, this is it, ladies and gents. This is the round, the must-win round for SK Gaming. Just because if they lose this one, they'll be on pistols to try and keep Virtus.pro off of match point. So now we have to see, can Cadian make the right call? He's going to send a Cillian aggressive. So that's already something. A little bit of info there, noticing that, wait, there isn't anybody actually coming out of T-Hall, so he actually might be at risk, and that is it. Snax rushes his way out into Soars through connector, and they're already putting on some early pressure here, Virtus.pro, straight onto this B side, and it looks like this is going to be a very straightforward approach. No time wasted.
Running through the smoke, headshot on Config. Cadian hiding in a good position. It's going to be Freeze to pick up the first kill there to bring it back, and SK actually doing a good job right now. Pasha going to go down as well. Freeze still on the bomb side, and Moddy's here as well, hiding in the smoke. The bomb has been planted, but VP don't think they can hold on to it here. It's just by Ali left.
And a 1v4. Needs to find the headshot. Will. Moddy is now out, and there's the flick, but he faces 2 people at the same time. And yeah, do the maths. 1 is not better than 2.
Not in this case.
Come on, no, this is a different, like... Well, no. Okay, never mind.
Go on. If you keep, I'll go for like the Game of Thrones reference here. You know, which is the bigger number? You know, 1 or 5. The Baratheon thing. You know, 1 army with a real purpose. Yeah. We should do that as well. We should have like just a Game of Thrones night at some point.
Oh my god. But you've watched the series like 3 times over, man.
Probably more than that at this point, actually. Could do it again. I don't mind.
Yeah, no. I need to reread the books. That's what has to happen.
Still haven't done that. I'll get to it one day. Cadian with a good jump over. He's going to go for the spray here against... is that... Viali in there? He did take some damage anyway. Snax is going to get the refrag though, and that's going to be Moddy going down. Sorry, first in the round. So if VP win this round, then SK really won't have a lot of money, and there's a good chance that they could sort of run away with it on the Polish side to win their second match of the evening. Viali with the opening, and Cadian doesn't get the angle down. He was flashed as well. So Freeze and Asilian simply going to have to run away, and it's turning into a flawless round here for VP.
Yeah, it's good night, sweet prince. Cadian tried to do the best that he could there on that side, but yeah, the timing, he just got caught off guard. And while VP, I mean, that's when you know that they're just looking to end this at this point. It's just like they had that very clean execute onto the A side. Now they're just starting to just throw out the executes. Okay, we have the money for the nades. Great, let's do this one. And that sort of tactic is going to catch SK unless SK have faced this before and know what's coming and are able to make the adjustments necessary to shut VP out. It's just not working out for SK right now. VP are also setting up with these so fast. It really isn't giving SK a whole lot to work with, but there's a first shot by Freeze and a second follow-up on a Neo. That's very well done, actually. Making it a little bit more expensive here. And, well, it is going to come down to these two guns. Although Freeze actually has a good bank. He can drop a full M4 to somebody, no problem at all.
I feel like we haven't seen enough Zeus action in this game here.
Stop.
I'm just trying to bring it back, you know.
Wait, is Katie going to... Oh. I see.
Wait.
No, wait, what? I guess he thought he had an M4? I thought that because of the boost, like, or rather the spawn, he was going to try and take it up to top mid, and then Freeze would get it afterward.
They're going to leave Config with a pistol, man. He's been playing so well, I feel like they should sacrifice everything, just get him equipped here. Katie, though, C-set 75 in hand, will be dropping down Snack, so that's a great opening kill here. 8th round of the second half. They're opening up Config, being shot through the Fate, and the Molotov here going to force him back. He ends up dropping, and Muddy, who does have a rifle, can't really do much here.
He's kind of just trying to play. I mean, Muddy has been doing this on the B side as well, playing that sneaky, nice shot by Taz, or by my mistake, Freeze. Taking out Taz mid-air like that, that's quick reactions. Full flash on a Neo as well. Papasha does manage to draw attention to himself. He gets 2 kills, 2 headshots. Bialy gonna be able to peek out. This is where that crossfire starts to get pretty strong.
Oh, and now Bialy, there's a bit of a hiccup here on GoTV. It'll reset itself in a second here. Gonna go for the spray on one, and now Katie is left. He was gonna get a pistol. The pistol fake comes out, and Bialy gonna get the triple kill. And Virtus.pro win the round 15-8. And now SK's money is truly gonna be horrendous. Freeze could buy, but everyone else. If ever there was a time to Zeus Semler, surely be now.
Okay. Yeah, if you're down this far, okay, fine. Go for it. Sit in a corner, bait your teammates, do whatever you want. I mean, they're going for CZs pretty much. Like, there's just no money here for SK Gaming. So yeah, the $100 investment, go for it. And more aggression, at least to start here. SK at least putting down that aggressive smoke. And Bialy, he's got a dial on this. He knows what's coming. Starting to put some shots through that smoke at the correct angle. Snacks just YOLOs out onto the B site. Figures out that at least there's 2 people here. So this is good info for his team.
Yeah, makes it out alive as well. VP now bringing a couple of people back. SK thinking, all right, we got spotted. We're going to fall back to the A-bomb side instead and leave Config down here. And VP, whether by luck or by skill, they're going to have a really easy time here against Config. This is not going to be easy. He's got the C-set in hand, and Snacks is low already. Config goes down. Snacks still surviving. And now it's a lot of trouble for SK.
Yeah, they make the perfect call. What a mind game coming out from VP. Molotovs, the whole kit and caboodle is going to be thrown here. SK Gaming now. Life gets very difficult with the CZs. Definitely not the ideal weapon to have, seeing as how you're limited on your ammo as well. And the range. Bialy, Taz, everybody finding a piece of work here. Cadian will get caught. And it's going to be down to Asilian now running up short. Soon to get backstabbed. He's actually boxed in. And Neo could find the last one, and he will find the final frag of this map. So a 16-8 scoreline for Virtus.pro this time on Overpass versus SK Gaming. They do one better than they did versus Hellraisers on Cobblestone. That was 16-9. So VP, we're talking about them, you know, giving up that round.